Hi, it's Wendy Hernandez with Command the Courtroom. And in this week, I want to talk with you about a local relocation. So that's not an official legal term. That's kind of a term that I just made up. But in my mind, there is a difference between a local relocation, which is a relocation that I define as being one parent moving to another part of a city or a town from the other parent. That creates quite a large distance. It could be 30, 45 minutes or an hour away from the other parent. A true relocation, or a relocation that most people talk about or hear about in family court, is a relocation where one parent wants to move with the children to another city altogether, or a town, state, or even country. But these local relocation cases really can have an impact on a parent's time that they're able to exercise and also on the children. So let me describe to you a situation that I've been dealing with in my office. A few years ago, two parties went through a custody proceeding, and at the time they went through that proceeding, they were living pretty close to each other. They were living 10, 15 minutes away, which is relatively close. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a big metropolitan area, so I could probably go to one end of town and drive for an hour or more before I reach the other end of town. So when people live that close, I think it's a really good thing, especially if they're sharing children in common and the children have to be in the car. So that was a situation when they were going through their initial custody dispute. Fast forward to a few years later, and the mother decided that she wanted to move. So she did, and she ended up moving about 45 minutes away from where her father lived. And these parties had been sharing an equal parenting time plan where one person would have a week on schedule and the other parent would get the next week on. So what that meant was that the children's school changed, their district changed, and they got enrolled. Mother enrolled them into a school that was close to her new home. And so as a result, when the kids are with father, now that they're in the car, he's driving them to school every morning for 45 minutes in rush hour traffic, and then he's picking them up at the end of the day for 45 minutes in rush hour traffic. The kids are spending a ton of time in the car during their time with dad. So it's my position that's not really fair to dad that mom did this without notice, but more importantly, that's not fair to the kids because it's really altered the quality of their life. I don't think I know anybody who likes to sit in their car, any adult, during rush hour traffic. I can't imagine what it would be like for a little kid, and especially when they have homework to do and baths to get at night, and just getting ready for bed and winding down. Being in rush hour traffic at the beginning of the day and the end of the day really makes that difficult. So it remains to be seen what is going to happen in that particular case. I will tell you, though, I had a similar case a few years ago where one of the parents moved away. It was the father who moved away in that situation. The parties shared equal decision making and equal time. And as a result of dad moving away, the judge said, guess what? You moved away, and so you're not getting equal time anymore. You can get the kids on the weekend because I'm not going to have this affect their day-to-day life and their school life. So the dad really kind of shot himself in the foot there, and the judge was looking out above all for what was best for the children. So before you decide to relocate locally, think about how your relocation might impact the lives of your children. Think about how much time they're going to spend in the car. Think about how much earlier they're going to have to get up in the mornings to go to school. Think about how agitated being in rush hour traffic might make them feel. Think about how being in the car is going to cut down on the amount of time that they have to do homework, or it's going to cut down on the amount of quality time that they have to enjoy you before they get home and go to bed. Think about all of these things, and also think about the fact that if you're the parent who moves away and increases the distance between you and the other parent, it really could impact your parenting time with the kids in the long run, depending on your judge. These are really big questions. The housing market is bouncing back, and I know there's a lot of good deals out there and things are opening up. I see open house signs everywhere, But before you move, think really carefully about where you're moving and how it's going to affect your entire family's lives. So if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to Command the Courtroom at YouTube. Subscribe there to get my weekly updates. Go to Facebook, like the Command the Courtroom page, and go to commandthecourtroom.com and sign up for the Best Interest Checklist. I will have another video for next week. Until then, keep on trucking and remember to command the courtroom.